Hello and welcome to Ingression, the only series that gives you the best tips, tricks, and information on the game that we all love, laugh, cry, and scream about, Ingress. I'm your lovable instructor, Incredible Hulk, aka Colin Williams. Now today we're going to cover how to stop cheaters in Ingress. No, cheaters. Autocorrect. In this episode, I get to play a drunken Smokey the Bear and tell you that only you can prevent cheating. Now you're probably wondering how, and isn't it Niantic's responsibility to create anti-cheating measures? And although we look forward to Niantic working on new anti-cheat measures, creating a better lock does tend to just make better, craftier thieves. So as with all communities, it's up to us to help keep it safe and fun. We're going to show you not only how to help stop cheating, but also dispel some of the basic arguments that rise up in favor of cheating. Now, if you're not sure what does or doesn't count as cheating, you'll want to check out the Ingress Terms of Service, community guidelines, and also our episode on Ingress 8 Evils. But the basic version, as told to me by a Niantic staff, is, anything that gives a player an unfair advantage. So first up, let's cover the usual things people argue in favor of cheating, and why that stance is flawed. Argument number one we tend to hear is, the other team cheats too. Now, unfortunately, when they say that, they are right. That's why we have to have this episode. Because choosing factions doesn't include a psychological test to send cheaters to just one side. But also, that's like saying murder's okay because both sides of a gang war did it. Wrong is still wrong, no matter who's doing it. And let's talk about your faction. You. Don't you think the people in your faction are better than the other faction? Maybe even better people? Then shouldn't we hold the people in our own factions to a higher standard, rather than supporting them sinking to new lows? And doesn't having people on your side cheating just give the other faction an excuse to cheat even more? Now, argument two that we tend to run into is, this certain thing shouldn't be against the rules. But it is. And we literally all agreed to play by the same rules and terms of service when signing up. I often don't like that my rook in chess can only move in an uppercase L shape. Sometimes I'd like a lowercase L, or, maybe have him jump around the board in an ampersand or do an emoji. But those are the rules to the game, and we all agreed upon them. Doing things that break those rules is cheating. No, cheating. Seriously, autocorrect. Argument number three that we see is that, everyone breaks the rules some way, even accidentally, so we can't judge others. I'm frequently known for driving 69 miles per hour in a 65 zone, because the number makes me giggle. But there's a huge difference between speeding and running your car into a school bus full of children. It's important to keep serious bad actors in check so everything can be safe, fun, and fair. But how can we keep the bad actors in check? No, I said check. Thank you. The best way we can stop cheating is by stopping it within our own factions. Cleaning up your own backyard is the biggest and best step to not only stopping cheating, but proving that you really are part of the better faction. Now here's 3 easy steps we can take to eliminate about 90 to 95% of cheating, and they will succeed if we all take them together. Step 1. Don't condone cheating, even passively. Now, Ingress is a wonderful world where you start playing for the game, but you keep playing because of the people. If a player in our faction is cheating, we need to first be vocal about not being okay with the cheating. Then, if they don't change, we need to not play with those people. Ingress is far, far less fun alone. Accepting cheaters in our communities incentivizes them to continue, and it makes it so that the other faction knows that your side supports cheating. But also, if a cheater does change their ways, it's very important for the whole community on both sides to welcome them back as a fair player. This will encourage the cheaters to not continue cheating. But if the cheaters don't reform, then finally, we need to report them. Reports coming from the same faction will carry more weight. And reporting bad actors on your side is also the best rebuttal when someone from the other faction tries to claim their cheating is justified. And that brings us to number 2. Don't excuse cheaters. If we make excuses for the cheating in our faction, it's just making it okay for the other faction to excuse their cheaters. The cycle continues, and the game is ruined for everyone. Now, you don't need to attack other players, but it's important that we send a very clear message that we don't support or excuse cheating as a community. A community of not one faction, but a community of Ingress players. That brings us to number 3. Don't support it. Now, have you ever had an agent or app ask you to kill a portal because it's someone's guardian about to get Onyx? Or even kill a portal with no links and no obvious reason for the kill? Oftentimes, cheaters will get the rest of us to do their dirty work for them. And this network of honest players accidentally doing the bad guy's dirty work makes it even easier for them. But we can stop it by questioning the information source. Does an agent, app, website, or service from your faction seem to consistently request portals taken out completely unrelated to fielding? Is someone frequently requesting you kill portals that have players on the other faction complaining you hunt their guardians right at day 89 or 149? Does an agent in your faction consistently seem to have information that isn't explained by normal gameplay, like knowing the number of days a portal has been standing? If the information source seems suspicious, it's easy enough to just not act on it. Take a pass and not kill the portal for them. And there's also ways that we can act on the info while still playing fair if it seems suspicious. If there's worry that the portal might be linked to by the other faction to block a field, we can always just kill just one resonator on the portal. You won't accidentally become a cheater's guardian hunting pawn, while also ensuring that no one can link to it. You can help clean up the game by not doing someone else's dirty work. Ultimately, when it comes to cheating, it's important to remember that focusing on your faction against the other faction will only make things worse. The real fight is the Ingress community against those breaking the game and making it less fun for honest players, no matter what side they're on. New cheaters and new methods of cheating will always rise up. But remember, only you can prevent forest fires. That's Forrest Whitaker. God. Anyways, thank you for watching Ingression, and to make sure that you're always getting the latest tips, tricks, and information, remember to hit that subscribe button. Now, it does subscribe you to the whole channel, so you might end up seeing some of my super not family-friendly stand-up comedy. But to skip those, just only click on the ones that say Ingression. And feel free to add me on Google+, or check out my website for tour dates and show information. But in the meantime, agents, go out there, have fun, play fair, play safe, deploy, destroy, and enjoy.